So hey, welcome back to the channel. I got a quick project update. I've been building those gate latches. I didn't get any film on the final machining, but I'll show you the installation and how they turned out. Fab it all.
Hello. Let's go.
So these are the gates. We built these gates for a friend, and they're massive custom gates. There's two other gates I'll show you. So what they ended up with, I did 3 individual hinge on these main gates. Each one of these weighs about 300 pounds. I tried to make them as light as possible. It didn't quite work out that way. This is the latch I was machining. So we still need to put a post here to hold one of the gates. I talked about that, but just a simple latch bar. One thing we ended up having to do was, I didn't install the fence. The fence installer said that these were actually, they had 2 posts here and they're bolted together, which they weren't. They just had a strap that strap down there was holding them together. And this is a good design, but if they're not properly secured, then you get a lot of pull. And we got a lot of sag on this, mostly on this one. It actually got hit by a skid steer and survived pretty well. So we ended up having to come in here and put in this angle iron and weld them together. So now they're secured. Actually very strong, very little sag. Because before I was fully adjusted up here just to get the gate level. So now I've got plenty of play, much cleaner. So everything's custom. Every last bit of this is custom. These are barrel hinges. They actually use, and in the bearing I used a glass-filled Teflon. So they're very heavy duty. I put a grease zerk on there, but it's really not necessary. So all custom. We did 3 hinges for these big gates, because what happens is you get a lot of pull here, but what this center one lets you do is actually let you pull in a little bit, put a little bit of tension on this centerpiece, and it just gives more strength to that post, so you don't get too much bow in it, because it can fail right here and push out. I mean, if these were both together, it wouldn't have been a problem, but now it's solid. Let me go show you the other 2 gates and how I did the latch and everything for those. So this is the man gate. There's one just like it. They're similar. Same thing, although this gate isn't as heavy. I just did the 2 hinges. Same exact hinge, just only 2. And I didn't have to reinforce the post on that one. These really don't sag. This is the mechanism, the door latch. Not simple at all. So what it is I wanted something that when you close the gate it latches. And so this is just an aluminum block. And then you have a weird thing here going in here. Trust me, I went through this a lot. So everything's stainless steel except for a few little parts. But what happens is there's a gear inside of here that actuates this pin. And so when it closes, and then it's secured, and then that gate can't move. And they've held up pretty good to some storms. These have been installed for a couple months now. But yeah, that's the man gate, fully adjustable. Even has a little adjuster here for tension. They want a little bit more tension. But yeah, all custom. I think these gates weigh about 100 pounds each, maybe 110 or something. So these posts actually get covered up by this concrete fascia, whatever. So it looks like that. We had to take it off to weld it, but yeah, they turned out pretty good. And these big gates, even though they're 300 pounds, they actually swing really nice. A little bit of windy right now, but and they are heavy. That's how that post should look when it's all done. There's where it got hit. Survived. Actually did pretty good. So thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.
Spider-Man. Awesome. Make that like. Oh yes. Come on in, Patrick.